4-1. That was the score that sent the United States home from the World Cup. And if you're a new fan who just watched your team lose, I know exactly what you're thinking. Is it over? Do I stop watching now? Give me 2 minutes, because the answer is going to change how you see the rest of this tournament. So let's start with what actually happened. In the round of 16, the last 16 teams standing, the USA ran into Belgium. And Belgium was just sharper. Their forward, Charles de Ketelaere, scored twice. Malik Tillman did pull the USA level for a moment, with a gorgeous free kick, but Belgium answered almost immediately, and then pulled away. The final was 4-1. There was even some drama before kickoff. The USA's striker almost missed the game over a red card from the round before, then got cleared to play at the last second. But in the end, it didn't change the story. Belgium were the better team, and afterward, Coach Pochettino admitted his side simply weren't at their best. And here's where most new fans make one big mistake. Their team loses, they close the app, and they figure the World Cup is done. But the tournament you're about to skip is the best one that's left. Let me show you why. When your team goes out, you get to do the thing fans all over the world do every 4 years. You adopt a new one, and you've got 8 great choices left. Love an underdog? Morocco is back in the last 8, carrying a whole continent behind them. Want superstars? Argentina still has the best player on the planet. Want beautiful soccer? France and Spain are absolutely stacked. Or maybe you just want to root against Belgium, the team that knocked us out, and cheer for whoever plays them next. There's no wrong answer. And if you want help choosing, I made a free 1-page tracker with every team still alive, their path, and their key players. It's linked below. Grab it, pick your team, and watch every game start to matter again. Now, the round the USA just missed is called the quarterfinals. 8 teams left, 4 games, and this is where the whole World Cup changes character. Here's what to look for. In the group stage, a loss isn't the end. You've got other games to fix it. But from here on, it's win or go home. One mistake and your World Cup is over. So watch how the teams change. They get more careful. They defend a little deeper. They stop taking wild risks because now the price of one error is everything. The games get tighter, tenser, and slower to crack open. And when they finally do, it's electric. And this is the round where the impossible happens. Because everything is on a knife's edge. One brilliant save, one lucky bounce, one moment of magic can send a giant home, and a smaller team into the semifinals. That's why every 4 years, the quarterfinals hand us the upset nobody saw coming. So keep your eyes open. You might be watching one live. There's also a rule now that the group stage never had. If a knockout game is tied after 90 minutes, it doesn't just end in a draw. They play extra time, 30 more minutes. And if it's still level after that, it goes to a penalty shootout. That's the most nerve-wracking 90 seconds in all of sports. And starting now, every single game can end that way. So the next time you hear, this one's going to extra time, you'll know exactly why the whole stadium is holding its breath. And since every game from here can come down to penalties, here's how a shootout works, in about 10 seconds. Each team picks 5 takers. They go one at a time, 1 shot each, from 12 yards out, just the shooter against the goalkeeper. Whoever scores more, wins. If it's still tied after 5 each, it flips to sudden death. 1 pair at a time, until one scores and the other misses. It's simple, it's brutal, and grown adults cover their eyes for it. Now you'll know exactly what's happening when a game gets there. So, who's actually left? 8 teams, 4 games, all this week. France take on Morocco. Spain face Belgium? Yes, the same Belgium that just beat us. So, there's your first reason to tune in. Norway meet England. And Argentina plays Switzerland. 4 games, Thursday through Saturday. And here's a simple way to enjoy any of them. Even if you can't name a single player, pick one thing to follow. Watch which team keeps the ball more. Watch who stays calm when it gets tight. And watch whoever scores first, because in a knockout, that first goal is worth more than it's ever been. So, of these 8 teams, who's actually got a real shot at winning it all? Let me give you the quick lay of the land. A few names stand out. France and Spain are the heavyweights, Loaded with world-class players and used to winning on the biggest stage, Argentina are the defending champions, and as long as they're in it, you can never count them out. Those three are the favorites. But here's what makes this round so fun. Belgium, the team that just knocked out the USA, still has to prove they can beat a giant. England have been close so many times and never quite finished the job. Norway are the surprise nobody expected this far. And Morocco are the ultimate underdog, carrying a whole continent after their historic run. So when you pick a team to follow, you're really choosing a story. The safe bet or the fairy tale, the superstars or the team nobody believed in. There's no wrong answer. And honestly, the underdogs are usually the most fun to ride with. And remember, whoever ends up lifting the trophy will almost certainly have to knock out one of these giants to get there. So any of these 4 games could be the one people are still talking about for years. Whoever you choose, you've now got a reason to care about every single game this week. And here's the whole map from here. Win your quarterfinal and you're into the semifinals next week. Just 4 teams left, 90 minutes from the biggest game on Earth. Win that, and you're in the World Cup final on July 19th, watched by over 1 billion people. That's what these 8 teams are chasing. Every one of them is now just 3 wins from being remembered forever. Now here's the fun part, and I want you to actually do this. Before a single ball is kicked, make your prediction. Who's going to lift the trophy on July 19th? You don't need to be an expert. Half the fun is picking a winner right now and seeing how close you get. Write it down, tell a friend, or drop it in the comments below, because I actually read them. Here's the truth about the World Cup. The people who have the most fun aren't the experts, and they aren't the diehards. They're the ones who picked a team, made a bold call, and let themselves care. You've got your team. You've got your prediction. And now every game matters. Because for you, it finally does. If you want to make it official, my watch kit has a printable prediction sheet where you fill in the whole bracket, all the way to the final. Fill it in, see how many you get right, and I promise you'll be shocked how much more exciting a game feels when you've got something writing on it. And hey, if your bold pick actually goes all the way, you get to spend the next 4 years reminding everyone that you called it. And one more thing. Once you've made your pick, the games stop being background noise and start feeling personal. A late goal isn't just a goal anymore. It's your team, or the team you bet against. That is the moment the World Cup truly gets its hooks in you. And trust me, once it does, you're hooked for life. So, no, the World Cup isn't over for you. It's just getting to the good part. Pick a team, grab that free tracker below so you know who to watch and when. And if you want the full bracket, the schedule, and a prediction sheet all in one place, my watch kit is linked down there too. The USA's run is done. Yours doesn't have to be. I'll see you in the quarterfinals.